Just a quick couple of news updates today. So we've got one story from America and then one story from Australia to go over today. So the first story here is this lady fucking Pelosi, whoever the fuck that is, has attempted a coup on the American president, Donald Trump. Holy fuck, an actual real life attempted coup. Crazy. This is on the New York Times. I don't know if you've fucking heard of that, Mag. In a phone call to the chairman of the Pentagon, General Mark A. Miley, Miss Pelosi appeared to be seeking to have the Pentagon leadership essentially remove President Trump from his authorities as the commander-in-chief. A phone call, you dumb fuck. Are you serious? How are these people this fucking retarded that they literally leave paper trails behind? Like, can you get any fucking dumber? Good luck, lady. I mean, what's treason? Death penalty? Fucking hell, good luck. Good fucking luck. So the guy she approached, General Miley, basically told her, of course not. Of course we have to do whatever the fucking president of the United States says. Obviously. So, I don't know what they do in terms of treason these days. I don't know if it's public decapitation or if they do like a skinning or just throw stones. I don't know what it is. But hopefully, whatever it is a public event that we can all witness. Because, wow, I mean, been a long time since we've had anyone actually commit treason. That's, that's fucking next level. That's next level. And there she is. Look at her, fucking retard. Wow. The level of dumb you have to be to attempt a coup on somebody who has 10 days left in office. Wow. Wow. The level of retardedness that you have to be at to do that. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. God damn. In the famous words of Trump, I wish her well. This one has not been verified yet. This is coming from Italy, apparently. Again, this hasn't been verified, so take this with what you will, but this is emerging at the moment. Some person has come forward saying that he hacked into the elections and changed the vote over to Biden. Again, this hasn't been verified, so, I mean, take this with what you will. There's still more coming out for this story. I'll read a little quote from: the theft of the election was orchestrated in the Rome embassy on the second floor via Veneto by an employee, Fano Serafini, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, coordinated with a General Claudio Grazzanio. General Grazzanio is on the board of Leonardo, the defense contractor. Leonardo SPA Strollo Zach continued. Leonardo used their military satellite uplink to load the software and transfer it over to change the votes from Trump to Biden. Wow. Again, still emerging, so we'll have to play that one by ear. The next one we've got here is from this guy, Mike West. He's an Australian reporter. And what he's saying is that his team of reporters have been trying to work out who the major funders are for the political system within Australia. He says he's been doing this for about 6 months now, and apparently he is very close to releasing all the details. Apparently he is trying to find out the companies behind the largest fundings. And he's trying to work out who is behind those companies and what policy they're trying to get brought in. This is incredible. When this story breaks, I mean, I'll be covering it on here, but this is going to be a big one. A very big one. We'll just give a quick listen to what he has to say.
Sometime after Parliament resumes this year, an amendment will be brought to knock down very old and cosy exemption for Australia's wealthiest old families. It's called the grandfathering exemption. Rex Patrick narrowly missed the opportunity to have it knocked down last year because the Liberals and the Nationals voted in favour of the billionaire and their secrecy. The people that actually enjoy this exemption are directors and shareholders of 1,119 companies on what we call the secret rich list. We call it the secret rich list because those people that have these companies, like Kerry Stokes, Harry Triguboff, Gina Reinhardt, Frank Lowy, all Australia's old wealth billionaires, they have any entities which they control on this list are dark companies. They don't have to report to ASIC. They don't have to reveal their financial statements, even if they control billions of dollars in assets in Australia. Now, no other people except this small clique of old wealth Australian billionaires enjoy this exemption. No other Australian. Despite all this blathering, this talk about a fair go, this is no fair go. Why do they have it? That's the other leg of the investigation. What we've done is to do 5,000 searches, maybe 2,000 searches of ASIC, the corporate database, and maybe 3,000 or 4,000 searches of the AEC, the Australian Electoral Commission database. That's where we find the political donations. We've had 2 full-time young journalists on this, Luke Stacey doing the corporate searches, Stephanie Tran doing the AEC searches. They've worked together to find out how much money these billionaires and their associates have paid the political parties, both Nationals, Liberal and Labor. Liberal get the most, Labor the second, Nationals the third. Who's paying who, how much? And then we've sought to get in behind these companies and find out who owns them and which companies own this and who the directors are and who the shareholders are and what the relationships are. This is a massive undertaking, perhaps the biggest corporate search undertaking done by a journalistic organisation, by a media organisation in Australian history. We've been at it now for 6 months and we built up a huge database. We hope and we expect that this database will lead to reform so that all Australians are treated equally, so that there will be no financial apartheid. A real fair go where everybody has to report the same to the regulators, where there's no dark companies, no hidden, no cosy exemptions.
What a great idea. Don't know why it's not fucking like that already.
Exemptions. No hiding from having to say how much tax you paid or where the money went, who got the loan. This is absolutely quintessential to Australian culture, that we need a fair and level playing field. Now, this exemption was brought in by Paul Keating in the early 1990s, and ever since, every attempt to repeal it, every attempt to change the law to make it fair, to put all Australians on the same footing, has been knocked down by various governments over the years.
That makes sense.
The billionaire lobby has hopped in there and just cut this thing off at the knees. Why? It's quite clear. Powerful connections and friends and persuasive arguments. The most persuasive argument was kidnapping. Oh, if we have to reveal these companies, we might be kidnapped. Well,
I mean, you can't not laugh at this shit. It's so fucking dumb. It's so fucking ridiculous. But there you go. That's it. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed that news update. Yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, share it around. Catch us in the next one.